My name is Rikki Danielson, host of the What's Up Missoula show. Thank you for joining us today. With us we have the Missoula Red Hatters, and they are going to introduce themselves. They have quite extraordinary titles, so listen in. Go ahead, why don't you start?
Oh, my name's Ann Oliver. I'm with the Cupid Dolls, and I am Queen of Frump.
I'm Lucy Brock, and I'm Majesty's Messenger with the Lolo Sillies.
I'm Karma Gilligan, Keeper of Roots with the Lolo Sillies.
Joanne Stewart, Queen of Communications, and the Sillies mean sassy, intelligent, Lolo ladies in excellent shape.
Well, okay, ladies, I've been hearing about the Red Hatters for years, and I knew basically that it was a bunch of ladies who like to get around together and wear red hats and have fun. And it sounds like we talked a little before, and you were telling me some things about your group, and it sounds like the one thing that really appeals to me is that you have no rules, and definitely fun is on the agenda. So let's talk a little bit about when the Red Hatters were formed and why.
The Red Hatters were formed back in 1998 out of California, and this woman decided that she had turned 50 and she wanted to give she saw a red hat in a store. And she thought that was so much fun that she gave them to the rest of her friends for their birthdays. And that's basically how it got started back in 1998. And so it's just grown so much, and it's a worldwide organization. There are at least 40,000 chapters throughout the world. So if about 20 or 25 people are per chapter, that's over 100,000 members throughout the world. Karma went to Ireland and met up with Red Hat chapters there.
Oh, really?
So it's out there wherever you want to go.
So you kind of go and visit and go to a meeting while you're there?
You see a red hat, and you say, I'm one too.
Okay. So let's give some examples of what happens at your meetings and where you go for your meetings.
Oh, we don't have meetings.
Oh, you don't?
No, we never have meetings. There we have get-togethers or gatherings or events, but we don't have meetings.
Okay.
So you have to be, no rules.
Because we don't work.
That's right, we don't work. The main reason we get together is for fun, friendship, freedom, or fulfillment.
Okay.
And those are the main premises of the mission for the National.
Yeah. And I think one of you mentioned that you don't like to talk about your problems too much because it's supposed basically about that may be the only rule if there is one.
It's not a rule. You could talk about it, but you're having so much fun that you don't think about any problems that you have because you're having so much fun.
Okay. And you did bring a book with you that, tell me about this book that we have here.
The book is just mainly the history and tell some stories about the Red Hatters.
Mm-hmm. And who wrote this book?
I think it's by Sue Ellen.
Oh, I see. And she's the original founder of the Red Hatters?
Right.
Yes.
Okay. And so are any of your stories in there? Or
No,
what?
no.
Okay. So it's just about what some of the adventures of the Red Hatters. But,
Right.
Okay. All right. And so let's see. Now, you were going to tell us, Ann, why you joined the Red Hatters.
Oh, my mother lived in California at the time, and she was up here visiting, and she knew about the Red Hats. I had no idea what it was about. And up until that point, I was just working and going home. That was it. So she wanted me to get out and socialize. So she dragged me to a gathering, and ever since then, it's been wonderful. I have now rose to the position of queen, and I have my own chapter. Mm-hmm. And my mother's since moved up from California, so she's also part of my group. And my daughter-in-law, who is under 50, has also joined, and she's a pink hatter. Mm-hmm. And so it's been great because whenever we go out to a gathering or to a convention, we have a blast.
All right. And so a pink hatter is what is the rule for being, or there's no rule, sorry. So how does someone get to be a
pink hatter is anybody that's under the age of 50.
Oh, I see.
And instead of the red and purple, they have a pink hat and lavender clothing.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And she actually approached me about joining. So it's great having the younger generation come in.
All right.
So when you become a a Red Hatter, if you turn 50 and become a Red Hatter, you don't graduate to become a Red Hatter, you reduate.
Okay, let's get that straight. And I know you said you don't have conventions, you have,
No.
what is it called?
Convergences.
Okay.
At conventions, you tend to learn things. At a convergence, it's a gathering. And we all get together again and we have fun, and that's the whole purpose of
And we
our
shop.
education. And we shop.
And shop.
Oh, yes.
Okay, all right.
Eat, shop.
And so what are some of the places that you meet here in Missoula?
In November, we're going to have a gathering at the country club, and we're having the Silk Stockings perform. And the date of that is November
12th.
12th. And it's on a Thursday. Karma is the one who takes all the reservations. So you can email her at
Bobcat for me at bresnan.net.
Bobcat for me at bresnan.net. Okay. And so, but you have these events going on all the time.
Just in October, we had a gathering to prepare ourselves for the convergence. We're starting now. We've been starting over a year now to get ready for the convergence that's coming up in April of next year. And then so we have play parties. We don't have meetings. We have play parties where we gather together and do things and get things ready for the convergence. We gathered together for the homecoming parade. We were at the Senior Center and we had lunch there. And then we had lunch at Hooters last week,
Yeah.
a gathering there. And we met yesterday for lunch together and had another party where we were preparing for the convergence. Things that are coming up, we have a Christmas party. We're going to have there's Groundhog's Day. We go to Costco, things like that. So there's always an activity every month or maybe 2 times a month that you can attend to. And then other chapters invite the other people from the other chapters.
So what do you mean you're going to do Groundhog's Day at Costco? What does that mean?
Joanne, tell them about
you
that.
know, a hot dog is a ground dog.
Oh,
So we have Alice, who you have a picture of Alice at the carousel,
Yeah.
and she leads the bunny hop in the outdoor and in the indoor.
Oh.
And then there's a picture of Anne right there last year at Groundhog's Day, and we have about 45 gals that come. Just everybody just orders their own. I mean, there are no rules. You don't have to have a groundhog. You can have a salad if you want.
It's quite a sight to walk in there and see a sea of red.
yeah.
You know, and other people start looking at it and they can't help but smile and
Yeah.
laugh, you know, and they just, it's contagious.
All right.
So we just go out there and have a good time.
So some of these hats
Yeah.
are just a few of our collection. And once you get involved in Red Hats, you just keep gathering together all these things. Karma bought this hat at the Convergence. A gal from Coeur d'Alene made that beautiful hat.
Something.
Yeah, yeah. And Anne has made her hat.
She's,
She's
I
very
embellished
clever.
it.
yeah,
That's the fun part, is you get, you know, a hat and then you just
add to it.
add to it and have fun.
And whenever you go to Red Hat event, you just put on a hat. You don't have to worry about your hair. And you just have a
that's right.
closet that has some purple clothes in it, and you just grab out something purple, throw on a red hat, and you're ready to play.
So purple and red, those are your colors.
Right.
Okay, but there's no rules.
Right.
So you
Right.
really don't have to wear purple or red if you don't want to.
If you don't want to, but it's more fun if you do.
Yeah. Okay. So tell me about some of your events. Maybe we should look at some of these photographs, and we can talk about some of the things that we're seeing in here. And you say that you have meetings at different places. You said Hooters. And so does someone just come up with an idea? You're a queen, so what do you come up with an idea, and that's what you do?
Well, last Sunday I took my chapter out to one of the restaurants, and we celebrated our birthdays.
Okay.
This picture here is 3 generations. My mom's on my right and my daughter-in-law's on the left, and as you can see, she's a pink hatter. And that picture was taken at the convergence that we had in Kalispell just this past September.
Okay, and so what's this one here? Whoops.
Oops. That was at the Groundhog Day in Costco.
Oh, I see. Okay, great. All right, let's see. I'm going to slip another one in here and see what that is.
That's you guys.
That's the three of us at Hooters.
Oh, the Hooters, yes. I haven't been in there. Is that fun?
It was.
Very fun. And those girls are so hardworking. They have 2 or 3 different jobs.
Oh,
and
yeah.
And then people come up to us while we're there, and we had a group of young men that were from Germany, and they wanted to know what we were and why we were there, and so they came up and we all had our pictures taken, and it was pretty funny.
They were more interested in taking our picture than the cute little Hooters girls.
Okay. All right, and then what's this next one here?
Oh, that's the bunny hop.
That's the bunny hop
Oh,
at
that's in the
Costco.
Costco.
The bunny hop line in Costco.
Okay.
And our leader there is in her 90s. She
Oh.
lives at Clark Fork Riverside.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, that's neat. All right, I'll put another one up there. And okay, I've got it up there. You can tell us what that is.
Oh, that was again at the Kalispell Convention. Again, that's my mother and my daughter-in-law. And the first night was Western night.
Oh.
And so we did Western. It was theme was boots, bling, and bonnets was their theme. So the first night we did the boots night.
Okay. And so you just make up your own costumes
Yep, we
there?
make up our own costumes or whatever, and you don't have to have a costume. You know, a lot of people do it, a lot of people don't, and there's no problem.
How often do you have these?
Convergences?
Yes, oh, that's what they're called. Okay. They're all convergences.
Usually once a year
Oh, I see.
In a different.
in different
Missoula
towns.
had it in 2006, and it was the best convergence that
Yeah.
anyone's ever been to.
And we had almost 600 members come throughout Canada, Washington.
We had 7 different states.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I
we're
see.
going to do this again, April 23rd, 24th, and 25th of 2010.
Oh, I see.
So if people want to register, Karma Gilligan is taking the registrations. And there again, it's Bobcat for me.
At bresnan.net.
Okay. All right, and so, but you have other meetings. We have another photograph here.
No meetings.
Oh, I'm sorry. No
Gatherings.
gathering. You have other gatherings besides the convergences?
Yeah, each chapter basically does their own thing.
Okay.
And then they can opt to invite all outside chapters too. And so usually each chapter meets once a month to do something, or gathers once a month, sorry. And then pretty much, play.
Karma wants to tell about the support group.
I think the Red Hatters are a very good support group. Say you had to move your mother here, and she doesn't know anyone. And, where do you take your mom to meet ladies? And it's just a great place. She can try one chapter, and if she doesn't like that one, she can try another one. And I noticed if someone is sick, you get calls, people checking on you, or emailing, how are you feeling? Or if you have a bereavement. They're just a good group of women that are caring about your person.
And it's pretty much everyone's quite positive and quite complimentary of each other, say nice things to each other, mail nice notes. It's a nice organization.
And so a lot of friendships have grown out of it, I'm sure.
Very much so.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
We wouldn't have known young Anne.
And so you were going to tell us some of the names of your groups?
Well, I have some chapter names that I thought might be interesting, and we have Lolo Sillies, and we have, how many years again?
Cupid dolls?
Oh, you're the Cupid dolls.
Yeah.
That's Queen and Princesses. Then we have Missoula Razzle Dazzle Reds, and Missoula Really, Really Tough Old Broads, and Jazzy Red Hats, Sunshine Red Hat Divas, Clark Fork Riverside Red Hat Lovin' Lassies, Grizzly Peak Perky Purple Red Hat Seniors, Rosy Red Rascals, Irresistible Red Bells, Valley Red Hat Patrol, and then the Garden City Divas. Those are just some of the chapters close around here in Missoula.
What do you think is maybe the funniest thing you've ever seen, or can think of a funny incident that took place during one of your get-togethers, or
I
just
think our Halloween parties have been the funniest, where a lot of people don't come in red and purple. They come into Halloween parties, and some of the costumes are pretty outrageous.
Anne's, I think, was the best.
Really?
That was one of the first years I was in the Red Hats. And I decided to go to the Halloween party, and took first prize.
All right, what did you dress as?
I was half man, half woman, but it wasn't just top and bottom. It was left and right.
Oh,
So
It was awesome.
I mean, like I had half of a pearl necklace, half of a necktie. The belts were different, the glasses were different, and I went totally all out. And it's a fun costume, but you can only do it like once every 3 years.
yeah.
One of
lot
the
of work.
groups rented a limo and went garage sale shopping.
Oh,
So here the limo stopped up
That's
at a
neat.
garage sale, and they thought there was somebody fancy.
Yeah.
And then generally there are no rules, but they needed to buy something red
Yeah.
or purple.
oh,
It just made it part of the fun. But even I heard the limo driver even bought stuff while he was out there too.
Oh,
So he was enjoying himself.
yeah. Okay.
We have a birthday tradition in April, and we will have the conversion next year for our birthday. But Joanne, tell them about what we do at the carousel.
Everyone brings books suitable for a preschooler wrapped as a birthday gift, and then we give those to children at Head Start.
Oh.
So that's our one little volunteer project, and we have done Relay for Life before too. Our official
Musical
instrument is the kazoo, and we will play Happy Birthday for you.
Oh, okay.
When we do that out in public, people do notice.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, don't give me another birthday. So, well, go
I say
ahead.
another thing on your birthday month.
Uh-huh.
We reverse our colors. So if your birthday is in April, you would be wearing a purple hat and red clothing.
Oh.
And we have a purple hat down there.
Uh-huh.
So it makes it kind of interesting because when you do see somebody wearing a purple hat, you know right away it's their birthday.
their birthday.
And you wear it for the entire month.
Right.
So and that makes it a little bit more fun too.
Yes.
Which I'm looking forward to the convergence in April because that's my birthday month.
Well, that's neat. And so, so what are some of the restaurants that you go to? You've gone to Hooters and you've gone over to Costco and
Red Robin, I've been to the Red Robin. And
how's that? I haven't been in there.
Oh,
yet.
it's fun. They
Like
put us upstairs.
it? Is that good or bad?
Oh, they love us over there. I mean, they do us, do help, service and attend to our needs is very, very well, and they love seeing us. Out back, we've done quite a bit, and
Yeah,
We've
outdoor
fun.
fun.
we've gone to the steakhouse in Lolo Creek Steakhouse. That's an event every year. We do that in September.
Is that good?
Excellent.
Very
good.
And then monthly, we're at the China Garden
Oh, that's
for
fun.
one of our gatherings there.
One of the groups just went to Pause Up. I think there were about 18 of them that went.
I heard good things about that.
Yeah.
And then we have an annual gathering at the Cracker Barrel, where my group sponsors it, and we raffle off a basket.
Oh,
We go out to lunch. Somebody sets that up and and we have prizes and gifts and things like that. It's fun. You get there and you're going to have a good time. You can't help but smile.
yeah. Do you play games or anything like that? Or
We've played Bunko.
Bunko, what's that?
It's a dice game.
Oh, roll of the dice.
Right, on the internet it said it's a mindless game for suburban housewives.
Really?
I've never played it. So.
Right.
So it doesn't matter if you know how to play or not, you learn. It's
Yeah.
something you can learn.
Good. Okay. And so you have these gatherings. How many people usually show up?
Anywhere from like 5 to 100. I mean, it depends on what the activity is.
Yeah.
And the date.
And when it is and where it's at. And
Okay, well, I was going to find, there's one photograph here that showed a bunch of you together at the carousel. I think this is a great photograph. And when was this taken? This one was here in Missoula. And
April 25th is our birthday, so we've been to the carousel most years for our birthday.
Yeah.
But this next year we'll be at the Hilton Garden Inn.
Yeah, I think that one was 2 years ago, this picture here.
But we probably had that many this year too.
Oh, yeah.
oh yeah.
We have probably 40 at the birthday. It's a breakfast. I mean, bagels and donuts, very healthy.
Yeah.
oh, yeah.
Orange juice.
And cake.
Yeah.
And
No
cake.
rules. That means no
That's right.
calories. It's just not going to
That's right.
happen.
Right.
Eat what you want.
Right.
And we give out gifts and they ride the carousel over and over.
Yeah.
So it's
And
fun.
so what is your youngest member? How old is that little member of yours? I know I had a picture.
Katie's 22,
22?
but I'm not sure if we have any other pink hatters that are younger.
That's probably close to the
probably
youngest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My granddaughter's 7, and she wears a pink hat.
Yeah, I saw that 7-year-old in there. Okay,
So in order to become a member, you just call and say, hey, I want to join you, and there are no rules. But if you want to log on to the internet, it's redhatsociety.com. And then you can send an email for somebody in your zip code. And it'll just tell that queen that there's somebody that wants to get acquainted with you.
Yeah. It'll give them a list of chapters that are in that area, too.
and so you're saying there was in Ireland, is that where you said you met up with some people there? And so that's kind of an introduction to these people in Ireland. That's nice.
Right. They had tote bags that were woven, a fabric woven tote bag. So I bought one of their tote bags.
And it said Red Hatters on it?
It did. It
Oh.
had high heels and red hat.
Oh, high heels. You
Yes.
guys wear high heels sometimes when you go out?
Not
me.
very often.
Yeah, I was going to say it's not
You
very-
can't have much fun when you're wearing high heels.
Well, you can take them off. Anyway, well, thank you, ladies, so much for coming on and talking about your organization. It sounds like a lot of fun. And so anyone out there who wants to join up, obviously you're very welcome. And we just really appreciate people that want to have fun here in Missoula. There's so much to do here, and you guys are taking full advantage of that. So thank you so much for being on the show.
And
Thank you for having us.
for asking.
You bet. Thanks for the kazoo.